Hello, this is Starshot here to welcome you back to my Let's Play of Ys Origin. We last left off taking on Zava here and sadly dying. And now we're here again to take her on once more so we can finally beat her and move on to the next area. So let's go ahead and get started, as these monsters here are still showing me out and breathing fire on me. So, we've learned quite a bit from our last play in that we should just mostly focus on Zava here, whenever possible. So definitely the wind move is going to be your friend here in this case, because... And then of course to maybe make a little bit of use out of these floating heads here. Turn it. And don't forget to watch out for the giant flaming beams. Because what doesn't say powerful than a giant beam of energy? And this Zava here is kind of annoying with all the pew-pewing she keeps doing. And I guess it's kind of the issue with trying to hit her just right so that she does get knocked down and you can kind of continue here. Or how she keeps kind of flying away from us. There we go. Because as you can see, we're doing quite a bit of damage to her. But she doesn't stay down for long. But yeah, if you ever have any trouble trying to hit her, you just use these guys to try and hit her down like that. Oh yeah, I guess when she's doing that move, she's probably a bit easier to hit. But as you can see, she kind of moves around quite a lot. Oh, come on, I should be... yeah, it sort of feels like she's just slightly higher than I can hit her. Even though I've been hitting her plenty of other times. Oh hey, I actually knocked him out for a little bit there. Okay, let me try a different tactic here. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it seems like as soon as I break one of the orbs, she kind of changes. And for the most part, I think this strategy is working out pretty well. Okay, but it looks like I sort of need to hit the orb, not the head itself. Or, no, this seems to be working out just fine. Yep, and even fire against, you know, a fire head seems to work just fine. Darn it. I don't really care for the guy trying to eat me here. Oh, wow. I didn't see that happening. I guess I did a lot more damage than I thought. Well, there you go, people. Zava's down and out, and defeated, once and for all, I believe. I don't see how she's a little girl. I guess she's young, that's really all you can say. Really? That's what you were going for? For you can be revived, apparently? There she goes. Into ashes. We should probably go check on Roy and see if he's still alive. Yep, yeah, he's definitely dead. That's a lot of blood. Or I think that looks like a lot of blood at least. I don't see any serious wounds. I think he just died from blood loss. Or is dying from blood loss. Why is calling Father Superior a bad idea? No, you're still talking, and you obviously don't have any significant wounds that would kill you right now. You're just dying from blood loss. Yeah, I'm kind of sorry. I know this is supposed to be a very touching and emotional moment, but I don't feel like they really brought Roy up enough. Like, we had some witty banter here and there between them, and we know there's a connection between them, but, you know, maybe not things significant enough to really make me feel anything. Yeah, well, you could still do a lot, Roy, if you just simply let her call Father Superior to help. Also, I find it weird that she's wearing mittens. That she's been wearing these things all this time. You'd think that would cause her problems with trying to grip her weapon. You can grieve for him when he's dead, not when he's still alive talking to you. Yeah, if you don't use your energy, you might actually survive. Hi. I feel like they're doing everything they can to just kill Roy off to make this an emotional moment, but I don't really feel like it really succeeded. At least in my mind, I don't think it does. No, I'm pretty sure you would still be alive if you just let them call. Remember, they have teleport crystals. There's a demon statue that we just purified right over there. It would only take like a minute or two, which you've been able to survive after all this talking has happened. Yeah, you shouldn't, like, all the accomplishments Unica's done here without magic, even though she has a bunch of magical artifacts that she's been able to use just fine. Yeah, I think she doesn't have anything to worry about there. Of course, and then he tries to tell him, "Oh, I fell in love with you," and here he is dead. I feel it's a little bit too cliched, and it's kind of like there were so many ways they could have, that in the game, too many plot holes, I guess you could say. So sorry if I kind of spoiled the emotional moment out of this, but I just could not really feel for Roy here, as much as they're trying to here in this scene. Like, even during that fight, she could have easily tried calling Fallen Superior before to call for backup, or to help Roy at least. I'm sure you can use your, you know, Leah shell thing in the middle of a fight, right? Yes, because you should be the one who keeps moving, not, you know, her, who's probably unaffected while you're supposedly grieving for your lost friend and slash potential lover, and after fighting a giant demon monster with fire and ice breath and electricity. Maybe you should try to stop her. She shouldn't be in the right mind to go off trying to, you know, fight more demons. Yep, well, so that's pretty much Roy, sadly, dead and gone for us. Well, let's go ahead and move on here and see what else awaits for us, huh? Okay. That's a bit of a weird looking monster over there who just poisoned us, but at least the music kind of fits what we're kind of going for here, in that, you know, this should be like the last area that we can take on. So it tries to build us up and make us fight even harder for our lost comrade and friend. As we keep dealing with all these magic users. Darn it. Oh well, for the most part, these enemies aren't too bad right now, from what damage they seem to be trying to do and not doing much of it. But yeah, so as you can, like, at least to me, I feel like the story for the most part is solid in its premise and its plot, but I feel like the characterization kind of wasn't able to really achieve what it was trying to go for, because I don't really feel like you get enough moments or situations for kind of that whole thing with Roy in the first place. Because, like, throughout the playthrough, you only have, like, I think 3 different times you really meet up with him. And then, of course, you save him from the petrification, and then that's kind of it. You don't really see him much again until that last part there. So, you know, at least that's how I feel about it. I can't, like, of course, but since I kind of know the game, I played this one a few times, I'm sure it's lost some of its impact from the initial playthrough of what I done for this. But still, I think it might be just mostly because, you know, this is separated into 3 different campaigns, so they're, like, the entire game wasn't completely focused on her campaign, and, you know, there's maybe not as much content in that sense to kind of provide that. So, oh well, there's not much you can do about it, of course, and, like, even though it's definitely one of the few things I kind of detest, or I'm like disappointed would probably be the better word in the game. You know, like, it still doesn't hamper enjoyment for everything this game gets right. And I think that's kind of what you have to take away from most games, is that there will be good and bad no matter what game, no matter how perfect a game supposedly is. So, and you just have to do your best to, you know, and then of course you do what you can to provide comments to any of the developers you're in contact with or such, and let them know, because if they want to continue developing games, then they have to know what mistakes they made, and that you make sure that the criticism is constructive. It's not, you know, that you just say, oh, this game's bad, and you don't try to explain why it's bad or what you think they could do to improve it. And that you give reasons that sound, you know, that make sense. Because you have to remember that certain critiques can be more opinion than actual fact. Like that this will improve your story significantly if you do this instead of that. You know, you have to, because there are some things that are subjective, like my take on the story, like, you know, or that whole moment with Roy. Like, there could be people out there who really who were profoundly affected by his passing, or it could be the same way I felt about it, and that they could just care less. You know, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Oh, finally, I got the last piece of armor here. Let's see, let's see. Has the power to resurrect its wearer at the moment of death. What the heck? Seriously? He gives me a magical spirit necklace with the ability to revive if you die, and didn't think to use it on himself or something. That sounds like something that would be good for you to use, if you ask me. Okay, that just makes it even worse now. Oh, jeez. Falcom, I don't know what the heck you were thinking when you decided to implement that spirit necklace after that incident. Really, I can see something more interesting or profound with it now, but it's just because of how I felt about it. It just feels so out of place and just sad to have that there. It's just okay, but enough with the crying out and stuff like that. Like, now you need to get past it and focus on the rest of this game, because we're getting really close to actually beating it. It might take a few more episodes, but, you know, we'll see. And then, of course, there's still Hugo. Oh, crap. I need to get out of here. I'm getting way too low on health. I definitely don't want to die. Oh, good. Because no one else is around, I can actually heal up here. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about Roy's passing, and if you actually felt emotionally connected to it, or if I sadly had to ruin it for you with my commentary. I could, like, there are just times when I could just not get into something because I just could not suspend my disbelief enough to do it. Like, I guess, like, because that's usually a sign of a bad movie or a bad game. If somewhere in the story you just completely, you know, react like that to a situation. So, and I've dealt with that kind of feeling before in some movies and games, and like how I feel like there are probably a few different ways they could have resolved it, but the writer just had to do something else instead. Like, I think that's the issue. When you see too much of the writer's hand involved, and, you know, that's, you know, and that they just sort of ham-fist it in. Crap, I'm taking all that damage again. So let's go ahead and heal up a little here. But yeah, so let me know of your comments, and then I guess as a question of the day, I can ask what movie moment or game moment can you remember that was like, you know, had so much influence by the writer that you just could not get into it at all? You know, let me know. Oh, come on. Okay, I just hit a switch now. But man, the status effects from this, you know, spike thing is really annoying. There we go. But yeah, so moving on, or at least I guess if we go back to what I was talking about from the last episode, it was, you know, how I was looking forward to a game called Cry or More, and how sadly it just hasn't come out. But I do hope that eventually does see the light of day, and that it makes all the money and time worth it for the developers making it, and that they can eventually make more games in that kind of vein, and with utilizing all the experience they gained from making the game, that they would be able to continue, hopefully. That's really all the best you can do, or best you can hope for sometimes with some developers. You know, is that the game see the light of day. Oh, come on. Oh crap, I'm getting way too low. Hopefully I get far enough away here. Oh, and I'm getting hurt by poison, but... Oh wow, that was pretty quick. But yeah, so... Oh, and actually, I'm actually pretty close to my goal now. I'm actually just short 60,000 here. Wow. So I might actually could get the buff if I wanted to, but with how far I am, I might wait until just the next the next campaign with Hugo and just carry it on through him. Well, let's see if I can make my way over here finally. Okay, that didn't work. I wonder if I'm missing something. I don't think I should be. It better not be the increased speed or something. Hopefully it's just the switch I need to find for a bridge or something. Okay, so that definitely does a bit more here. But you kind of have to go at them from behind here. Oh, there we go. Oh, good. So it was a button. Yeah, I needed to hit that button so I could get the bridge parts, just like the other part there. So, huzzah! Let's see. So I guess, but yeah. So hopefully, Kickstarter can continue, you know, supporting projects like that, and that they can actually do well. Come on. You know, because I do think that the fans, or that the people themselves, should be the ones to tell people, you know, what project they support and what they would want to see. And not to always rely on publishers who try to think what is better to kind of produce. Okay, there's the Celestian Panacea. Got another one here. Oh, I forgot to use the one I already got, so let's go ahead and make use of that now. So now I'm up to 337, which should hopefully be a significant boost. And okay, this leads to another path, so let me check the other way here. Yeah, there's actually a chest right over there, so let's go ahead and get it. never pass up a chest if you can get it. That's my motto. It would be nice if I could actually find a chest like this in real life, though. I feel like that's one of the few things missing from my life sometimes. More treasure hunting. And I got the Devil's Medallion, so now we finally have the key to unlock the, I believe, the final boss door. So, if we just do a quick look, you can pretty much see we filled out all the items we'll ever get in this game. All the medallions, all the extra stuff like the scales and the rod and all that stuff. And we pretty much maxed out just about everything. So, all we have left to do is max out that last art legging there. And we should be pretty much just about 100% complete Unica's campaign here. I guess you wouldn't really consider it 100% until you hit max level, and then you max out all her blessings, which I'm not sure if I want to do that or not, just because then it might make the game too easy. Or like, I guess it wouldn't really feel very great, because like we're at a point in the game where a lot of the buffs wouldn't really matter as much anymore. Like, they would matter a bit more in the earlier stages when we're still starting out and trying to level up, but I feel like we're at a point when it doesn't, like, a lot of the stuff wouldn't do much other than maybe the, oh crap. There we go. Still alive, and still need to take care of this knight, which we just did, and now we finally got the level, so... Like, all the status ailment stuff and the resist would be really good right now for those guys, but, you know, overall it doesn't feel like I actually have to right now. Come on. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting, I actually have a burst move I can use, don't I? Oh, there we go. I keep forgetting, I should really make use of that. Like, I completely forgot I had that move until just now. Come on, just need to take care of our friends here. There we go. Okay, apparently fire doesn't work that well against these enemies. But yellow does, apparently. And we got some more health up, so that always works well for me. But yeah, so... let's see. Almost done with this area here. I kind of wanted to find a good spot to save at before finishing up for this video here. But I didn't want to kind of rush through too quickly with some of these enemies. And we are getting a few levels out of this as well, which always helps. Like, I guess that's why I'm fine taking my time fighting these enemies, because it's interesting to put yourself in that battle, and it, you know, you get that nice reward of SP or items, or XP, of course, which is always important to any good leveling up game. And as you can see, we are pretty close to getting that 100,000 mark that we were kind of looking for so long ago. I'm guessing if you probably did a played on a harder difficulty, you might have achieved the numbers a bit sooner, but oh well. I thought hard mode is still pretty challenging. And of course you can still kind of grind if you want. There we go. I guess maybe I probably should have attacked a little bit with my weapon there, but oh well. Oh. And here we are with these guys. Oh, that worked out pretty well, actually. Sort of. Another one down. And that's all of them. And hey, there's the boss door too. So we're pretty much all set to take on the final boss if we want. Got that purified. Oh, and there's still, I guess, one more floor to go from what it says here. So we're almost there, but sadly that's all the time we have for today. So join us next time as we go through the final boss door and see what awaits us after using the Devil Medallion. So until next time, have fun gaming.